Hi, my name is Tracy Bell, and we're going to be demonstrating a full body Swedish massage, and we're going to start off on the back. First, you're going to want to get your oil, and you're going to put maybe 2 squirts of oil in your hands. You don't want a whole lot of oil so that you're slipping all over the body. So first thing is you want to rub the oil in your hands and then apply it all along the area that you'll be working on, in this case the back. So once your oil is nice and smoothed out all over your friend's back, you can start by doing slow effleurage strokes, which are broad, even strokes all along the back, being careful not to put any pressure on the spine. Now on the back, it doesn't matter which direction you go in, but when you're massaging the arms or the legs, you do want to make sure that all your effleurage go towards the heart. When you're applying your pressure, you want to make sure by checking in with your client that you're not applying too much pressure. Is that pressure okay?
Yes.
Okay, now you can work towards the shoulder area, making sure, again, not to get too close to the spine. And then when you're doing your strokes, you also don't want to put bone on bone. So most of the pressure is coming from the palms of your hand. So as you're applying the strokes, you want to lean in to your stroke so that you're not using your arms to do all the work. And as you're massaging, you want to make sure that your strokes are even and fluid. And you always keep contact with the person's body. Now you can either break the body up into parts using the spine as a guiding point, and you can work on either side of the spine, allowing your hands to slowly work the muscle tissue on the posterior or the back part of the back. When you get up to the shoulder area, you can do small little kneading strokes along the upper shoulder area, the trapezius. Then you can work your way to the other side of the shoulders and do small kneading strokes there as well. And then when you're done with your little small strokes, your small kneading, you can broaden out your strokes across the entire back. Now you can also go against the muscle, which is called cross fiber, in which you slowly allow your hands to contour the person's body. Now you don't want to have your fingers stiff or hard, because then the person can feel your own stress in their body. So as you're doing your strokes, make sure your fingers are nice and relaxed. They just happen to be connected to your hand, where most of the pressure is coming from. You can also feel free to do an arm stroke down the entire back, making sure not to put any pressure on the spine because we don't want to injure anyone. You take your stroke all the way from the top of the shoulder down to the sacrum area, which is your waist area. And then allow yourself to slowly go across the entire area of the sacrum. And then follow it with more strokes with your hand. Now, if you want to do more specific work, you can slow your strokes down and allow your fingers to follow the direction of the muscle. And using your thumbs, you can do small circles around the waist or the sacrum area to loosen up any tight or tense muscles. You can also use soft fists, where you're going to lean into the stroke. You're not making hard fists, or the person will be able to feel your knuckles, and that doesn't feel good. So you allow your fists to slowly contour down the person's body, and then you just kind of lean in there so that they can feel a stretch all along the bottom vertebrae. And then you really just want to get creative with it. Whatever you want to do, however you feel, little tiny knots in their back, and knots feel like little tiny speed bumps that you go over, and she has a lot of knots up in her upper shoulder trapezius area that can be worked out. And you can work all along the spine on the erector muscles as well, slowly working your way all the way down to the sacrum. Now that we've completed her back, we're going to move on to her lower legs.